Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Women Laboratories, where today we are going to be doing a lab investigation on homeostasis. Won't you join us? First of all, what is homeostasis anyways? We've heard this word thrown around a lot. What does it mean? Well, homeostasis is your body's tendency to maintain a natural internal balance. This is the internal balance that keeps you alive and healthy. Okay, so the masters of this ceremony are your nervous system and your endocrine system. They really work together well to navigate homeostasis for you. Your nervous system shooting orders all around to the other systems of your body. Your endocrine system, which we know now is in charge of releasing chemicals, hormones, and all kinds of things for your growth, it's helping too. So we are going to be looking at all the systems. All the systems have a hand in homeostasis, and we are going to really focus in on what it means to find internal balance. Internal balance can be things like your temperature, 98.6 degrees being the ideal human temperature. Things like bacteria, when they get into your body, how does your body respond to kill them and fight them? Have you ever thrown up? Well, then your body has fought a bacteria. Have you ever had a fever? Well, then your body has fought a bacteria. All systems take place in some way in the part of homeostasis. So it's this constant back and forth. We're low on this, the brain responds, go send more here. We're high on this, back it off. So there's all these little adjustments being made via the messages that are sent back and forth between all the systems in your body to your brain. So homeostasis is really a constant juggling act that your body does without you even knowing it. So we are going to do a lab today that helps us sort of model and feel this process as we go forward. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay guys, here's our setup. The things we're going to need today are 2 bowls. They don't have to match. A teaspoon, just a regular spoon like you would eat cereal with, and then a liquid measuring cup. Doesn't have to be a huge one as long as it measures at least 1 cup. This one measures 2 cups, but any size will do as long as it measures at least 1 cup. So we have our measuring cup, and you're going to see on measuring cups there's different lines of measurement. There's 1/3 cup measurements, and then on the other side this goes by halves and quarters, and then on this other side here we have ounces. This is the side we care about now. We're going to use ounces. So we need to first look at our measuring cup, and we need to find 4 ounces. So I'm going to give you a second to do this on ours. Let's see if I can show you. 4 ounces is right there. Okay, so what I want to do is sit that down on the counter, and I want to get a look at the 4 ounces, and I want to make a mental note of about how much that looks like. George, look at the 4 ounces. Do you see about how much that looks like?
Yes.
Okay, all right. 4 ounces is the number that we're using as our goal number. This is our goal value. We want to be able to get to 4 ounces measured out as closely as we can. So here's how we're going to do that. We have 1 bowl. We're going to call this bowl A. Bowl A has water in it. I didn't measure this. It's just almost full. Bowl B sits empty. And if this is hard for you to see, let me show you a trick. I want the water to be able to seen, but I don't want it to spill all over our clothes and stain them. So if you have an old ratty marker, any color at home, you know the kind that doesn't color very well anymore. Pro tip, take your marker, swish it around in your water a little bit. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo. And boom, we have green water. And bonus, if this water gets on us, it will not stain our clothes because it is not food coloring. So we can just set that off to the side. I wasn't going to use this marker again anyway, so just sit it over there. Now we have some water we can see. Beautiful. The next thing that we need is some scratch paper. Something to write down. You don't have to keep it forever, just to make some notes. So I did a scratch paper that looks like this. We're going to do 5 trials, which means we're going to try this 5 times. And then I want to keep track of how many spoons I'm using in each trial and how many ounces that came out to. Now, in your digital lab sheet, you're going to be recording ounces. You won't have to record how many spoons. That's just for our knowledge, okay? So This is our setup. This is what you'll need. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, we're ready to begin. Trial 1. So here's the process. I'm gonna take my teaspoon and I'm gonna dip it into my water in bowl A, and I'm going to carefully transfer it into bowl B. That's 1. 2. 3. I'm going to continue going on like that until in this bowl B, I think I've got 4 ounces. I'm looking at 4 ounces right here. I think that that's 4 ounces. When I feel like maybe I have 4 ounces, I'm going to stop, and then we'll measure it. So let's speed this process up a little bit, shall we? Okay, so I did trial 1, and I think I'm close to 4 ounces, but we're going to find out. What we're going to do is we're going to take our water from cup B. We're going to pour it in to see how close I am. Get it all in there, right? Okay. Ooh, I'm so close. All right. If I'm looking at it, I want to get down eye level with it, which is why you're seeing our faces disappear. We want to get down eye level with this, and I have not achieved 4 ounces, but that's okay. How many spoonfuls did I do, George? But let's just say I did 20.
Sure.
Okay. I see I did about 20 spoonfuls, and then it's almost halfway to 4 ounces. What could we estimate that as? Let's use a whole number. Almost halfway. Do you want to use a decimal or a whole number?
Hmm.
Use a decimal.
Decimal. Yeah, that's
Okay. All right. So if not, it's just a little over half actually. All right. So let's say that's 2 ounces. Let's do 2.5 ounces. I think I have about 2.5 ounces. So I'm writing this down just to kind of get my feeling here. Now, I did a thing in science that you're not supposed to do, and I lost count of how many spoonfuls I did in trial 1, which is not going to be fun for me in trial 2. But what I need to do now is take my water and pour it back into bowl A. Now we're going to start fresh and do trial 2, keeping track this time of how many spoonfuls we add, and then when we think we're at 4, we're going to measure again. Trial 2. Here we go. Let's speed this up.
Yeah.
Okay, George added 30 spoonfuls. We totally counted that time. He added 30 spoonfuls, so we're going to see how many ounces that is. So go ahead and pour that in there. Yes. Oh, okay. George's trial 2 went really well. It's hard to tell, possibly from where you're at, and this is not how we handle this. It has to be sitting on a thing, a level surface. But you guys, he got so close to 4 ounces. So close to 4 ounces. I would say that he is at, let's see, what do you think? Gotta let it sit still. Oh, you're right at 3 ounces. 3 ounces. That is almost exactly 3 ounces. 3 ounces.
Wow.
Now, what are the adjustments we're making? So we know that 30 spoonfuls isn't quite enough. So the next time, do we do less than 30 or more?
More.
More. So the next trial, we're going to try more. So we'll pour this back in.
Wait.
And we'll commence to doing trial 3. Okay, for trial 2, George chose to do 32 spoonfuls. So let's see what that gets us. Okay, so we're aiming for 4 ounces. Ooh. Almost there. Gosh, if I had to estimate, I think that is 3.6 or 3.7. What do you think, George?
3.9.
No, it's not that close. Let's call it 3.6.
Yeah,
3.6 is more accurate. 3.6 ounces. Okay, now for trial 4. Back in the bowl you go.
Don't leave it. Don't leave anyone.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Don't.
All right.
Don't
Ready
stay
for
in
trial
there.
4. Okay, so for trial 4, I chose to do 36 spoonfuls. 36. Okay, so let's see how many ounces I have with 36 spoonfuls. Get in there. Okay.
Above.
Oh no, I went way far above 4 ounces. I am now at 4, 5, 6 ounces. Uh-oh, write that down for me, George. 6 ounces. I added too much. So 32 wasn't enough. 36, way too much. Need to make some adjustments. Okay, now we're on trial 5, our last trial. We've got to see if we can hit 4 ounces. We want to get as close as we possibly can. We've gone too far, we've gone too little. Let's see if we can get it right this time. So let's go with trial.
Let's go.
There you go. Okay, so for my last trial, I chose to do 33. Will you write that down, please, George?
Sure.
Thank you. Record the data, sir. All right,
Okay.
33 spoonfuls. That was close to your number, and you were really close. So let's see what we've got. Oh,
Too much again.
too much again. But that's all right. Let's see. How many do we have? Oh, it's almost 6. Let's call it 5.5. 5.5 ounces. What could be the deal going on here? So I could keep going and try to get to 4, or I could take my closest trial to 4. Either way, I had to make lots of adjustments. I had to understand that, oh, that wasn't enough. I need to add more. I had to back off because, whoa, I need to add less. But that still wasn't enough. So if this were happening inside of my body, this would be in the form of messages back and forth. It would be in the form of my brain communicating with my glands to secrete more hormone or less hormone. There would be all kinds of things happening, and this is what my body does all the time. Makes tiny little adjustments to keep me alive and in this healthy range of homeostasis. So, now that we have our data, we're going to go answer some of our analysis questions. Thank you for joining us at Weeman Laboratories. As always, it was a pleasure doing science with you.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.